Hello, good morning. It's a sunny day today. Been a bit overcast the last few days, but that's the change of climate down here compared to La Uni. It's much flatter here. There's not the mountains to push the clouds higher. And Sunday morning here. I'm walking against the traffic because like I said last night on my Grumpy Brit in the Philippines, I'm somewhat handicapped. I'm disabled again because my hearing aid has decided to give up the ghost. And just so Ricky knows, this is where I'm staying. I hope you appreciate my 5-star lifestyle. Anyway, we're on our way up the road just to show you a little bit of the neighborhood where I'm staying at the moment, and also to give those that haven't been to the Philippines another insight. Yes, there are dogs everywhere, even here in this region. Purple houses, blue houses, lots of different colors. Some modern, some old. Around this area there's a lot more motorbikes because it's far flung from the local shopping areas on a highway. So it's deep within a barangah here. And if you look beyond over there, there's just fields as far as you can see. So it's very rural as well, even though we're only about 1 hour away from Manila. So it gives you an idea. Even though it's provincial, it's sort of semi-provincial. I call it semi-provincial because there's a lot of industry out here. You travel on the roads around this area and you come across massive warehouses. Really, really, really big. You could almost put a jumbo jet in some of them. So, very traditional style of house here. Let's wander down this bit, see what's down here. It's a case of when you're out and about, you get a chance to feel what the area around you is like. It's a good idea to do that, as long as you're mobile. Now, of course, when you can't hear anything, I don't know whether you can hear something different to me, but it seems very peaceful, as you can imagine. I assume that there are motorbikes in the distance and maybe the occasional dog. But here alongside the road, it seems to be like a irrigation channel along the edge of the road. And looking through the trees, there looks like a lake, because there's a kubo here, sitting in the water, almost level with where you stand. So it's either a river or it's a lake. I have no idea what. Oh, look, they're using corrugated iron. Oh, there's my old friends. Now you can see, even here, all these here are fighting cocks. No doubt they're making a lot of noise, but they're obviously in a very big way breeding fighting cocks. They've even got a man over there and a little shed, so a lot of money tied up in producing fighting cocks, which is a big thing here. Apparently the local what would you call it, arena where they do the cockfighting had a famous boxer do an exhibition match here. Manny Pacquiao, his name was. He is. a senator or a congressman. Quite nice images around here. And we come out of what is quite a nice little countryside walk. And suddenly we find ourselves amongst the rice fields. Again, if I could hear it, I could tell you what it's like. Oh look, you see, there's a lot of water. It's full up almost to the top of this support to keep completely full of water. And the field is drenched in water too. I don't know whether you can see the cows. They're not caribou, they're cows. In fact, some of them are bulls. Very nice, relaxing sight. While the children collect stuff for their parents and wander back and probably wonder, what on earth is this foreigner doing here? I might tell you a little bit about the neighbourhood. When you see all the wire or steel frames in front of all of the houses, keeping people away. But I have felt safe around here so far, he said. But there are more simple homes around here, but there are a few splatterings of modern houses, especially as you go closer to the highway, where the mayor's house looks like a grand palace, and his son is a more modern version. Hello girls, good morning, magandang umaga. Uh-oh. Just little kids just wandering around, wondering what on earth is he doing. So this is the sights and sounds of the barangah. Oh look, there's a dog up there. Looking at him, he's barking. So I hope you can hear me over the barking dog. And the chickens walking across the barangah road. The sign of construction to sift out the sand that's here. I seem to have some followers. I wonder if they know who I am. I'm famous, he said. No, I'm not. Now we have to circumvent a puddle of water. Not sure whether my shoes are waterproof enough to walk through them. But as we walk further down this lane, I'll call it a lane because it's a lane in a sense. Oh look, we have a bunch of goats and their little kids alongside saying hello. It's a mini farm. The dog looks like it's barking at me, maybe. Yes, I think I can just barely make out the sound of a bark. And someone coming down the lane on his motorbike. And he's stopped to talk to one of his buddies or friends who's standing there near the field. Looks like he's doing some work there, clearing. Everything has got some purpose here. In the Philippines, there's always something happening, something going on. Some of these properties are quite nice properties, except they're, through lack of maybe funds, they've been allowed to become a bit overgrown. Yes, it looks like he's planting bananas, maybe. I don't know. He's planting some vegetables on the side where he can get water. Morning, magandang umaga.
Magandang umaga.
And what a lovely place to roam about. But then, no matter where we are in the Philippines, there's always somewhere like this where we can spend a bit of time roaming around, as they used to call it, always suggesting that somehow we're up to no good. But all we're doing is having a wander around, taking in the sights and the sound here in this barangay. I don't know how far we can go, but maybe I'll turn around now before we get to the two wild dogs down the road here. And maybe they'll be barking. Looks like there's one barking there in a special cage. Sad when you see dogs held in cages, but I suppose that's all they've known. So I don't necessarily agree with that, but they have a different way of seeing dogs over here than where we come from in the West. Yes, that man looks like he's farming alongside, between the boundary wall of the field, and he's using the side of, I suppose, the side of the road. I'm sure maybe it's his land, because it looks like his wife has come out to join him, or maybe his daughter, to see what he's doing next. He's just digging a hole. I'm not sure what he's growing there, but he's working hard. I'd say that was his way, wouldn't you? He's very hard work. He's just using a pole, making a hole, so he can plant some more vegetables in there. Life has a much slower pace here. It's a place where you can relax, get your thoughts together, and work out what you're looking for. Now actually, while I was here before, I told you the water level was almost at the top. It must have been a release of water, because now the water has gone down. So you never know. See how the chickens are just free-ranging around the property. Again, a simple house. It looks like they have a little piggery there. And they're living in a simple hollow block building. No real windows, just a shutter made of lumber and plywood. Very basic living. But again, that's the sign of so many that live here. And it's not generalizing. Next door to that is a substantial house that either has been built recently, or maybe it's been renovated from an older house. Again, who knows? Only they know. And there's a couple of dogs here. Anyway, I'm sort of rambling on, but that's part and parcel of my daily thoughts for the day. So of course, if you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And we'll no doubt see you on the other side, Grumpy Brit in the Philippines. Bye now.